Hello friends, I am Dr. Pratishtha Nitin Nagne, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany, Dada Patil Mahavidyalay, Karjat. So today we are going to dealing with the topic of semester first, credit 1, topic 1, that is introduction of plant kingdom. As we know that all living organisms divided into two kingdom system of classification by Carl Linnaeus in 1758. According to him, he divided all living organism into two kingdoms. It may be a plantae or it may be a animalia. The animalia including all animals and the plants they are included under the kingdom plantae. And they are further distributed into various groups. This two kingdom system of classification it is having a only idea of the plant and animal, but where we kept the unicellular and multicellular organism. He came in 1866. He given a new kingdom to the society, that is the kingdom Protista. This Protista includes only unicellular organisms while the multicellular are distributed into kingdom Plantae and into kingdom Animalia. After the Copeland in 1866, he derived a new structured characteristic having a unicellular as well as multicellular, but they are differentiated into organization of cell, whether it is prokaryotic or eukaryotic. Pro, that is having a primitive type of carrion. Carrion, that is nothing but the nucleus. So primitive type of nucleus, it is the group differentiated by Copeland and it gives the name that is called as Monera. So Monera, Protista, Plantae and Animalia are the four kingdoms of the which are identified by the Copeland. The R.H. Whittaker, which is near about in the year 1969, he proposed the five kingdom system of classification because we know that where are the fungi which are heterotrophic in nature were to kept in all these four groups, and so he prepared a separate kingdom called as kingdom Mycota. It is also called as kingdom fungi, where all the heterotrophics are kept in them. It may be a having, there are near about five kingdom of systemic classification, which is depend totally on the cell type, whether they are prokaryotic or eukaryotic. It will includes only Monera, that is prokaryotic, and rest of the four kingdoms they are included under the eukaryotic organism, while the cell wall and it may be a non-cellular, it is in Monera, and Protista present in some fungi, and Plantae it is present, and Animalia it is completely absent. Here also they are given, that is the body organization, whether it is made up of unicellular or multicellular. Then the Monera it may contains the unicellular and multicellular, but Protista they are strictly onto the unicellular organisms, while the fungi, Plantae and Animalia they are containing the multicellular organism of the body. Then mode of nutrition, regarding that it will be produced that the autotrophic or heterotrophic they are comprises under the Monera as they are unicellular in nature, and Protista they are having the autotrophic and heterotrophic mode of nutrition, while the fungi it is the heterotrophic. Again Animalia it is heterotrophic having the mode of nutrition, but the Plantae they are having a autotrophic, and thus it will be produced as the four criteria, that is cell structure, organization of cell, then mode of nutrition and cell wall formation. So if we go for the evolutionary trend of these groups, they will be produced by from aquatic to the terrestrial. and from unicellular to multicellular, from prokaryotic to eukaryotic, and thus the organization will be formed and from a single unicellular chemoheterotroph, which is be given into the new form or advanced form, which will be evolved up to the highly developed flowering plants. So in the class where we can go for the formation of the evolution from a unicellular, that is chemoheterotroph, which is the first found over to the earth, which will be developed into the evolution to a highly developed angiospermic flowering and seed bearing plants. So as we know that plant kingdom, if we can see, there is a world, it is full of green cover, and it is due to the different types of plants. It may be a smaller or larger found over to the earth, and thus they produces different types of the structures over to the earth. Plants and plant products, we are the human beings, we consume these plants and plant products for the mankind. There are different types of plants and trees. Some are flowering, some are non-flowering, some are unicellular, some are multicellular, having a characteristic differentiation, karyotic differentiation, and what they are formed in them. And thus we will have to discuss in details of kingdom planting. So characteristic of the plants are, they are eukaryotic, and particularly the kingdom plantae, it comprises all the organisms, they are having a karyotic, that is eukaryotic structure, and they are having a well developed nucleus. In the nucleus there is a production of or the storage of hereditary material, and it is called as chromosomes. So all the kingdom plantae organisms, they are eukaryotic in nature, they are formed well developed nucleus in them, all are membrane bound cell organelles. All the plants are multicellular, some of their algae characteristic features having the unicellular, but majority of the plant kingdom, they are having a multicellular, multi, that is made up of many celled. They are comprises a number of group of cells together, and it is called as multicellular. As we know that the plant, it is made up of cell wall, and cell wall particularly in plant, it is made up of cellulosic cell wall, and it is the characteristic feature of plant. They are evolved from the multicellular organisms. It is again the characteristic feature of kingdom plantae. Next, it shows alteration of generation. We know that there are two types of phases are present. One which is called as gametophytic, and another it is called as sporophytic. The gametophytic, which bears the gamete, it is called as gametophytic phase. When the plant or organism bears a spores, at that time it is called as sporophytic in nature. So we know that there are production of two types of phases, that is one which is gametophytic phase, another it is a sporophytic phase. We know that in some of the plants, the primitive stage or first phase, it is a gametophytic phase, and in some plant it may be a sporophytic phase. In them, we know that there are the alteration of generation, that is change in generation. From gametophytic phase, it may converted into the sporophytic phase, and the sporophytic phase further developed again into the gametophytic chain. This change in generation from gametophytic to sporophyte, sporophytic to again into the gametophyte, this change in generation, generally we can call it as an alteration of generation. In some plant, it is different, that is primitive phase, it may be a gametophytic phase or sporophytic phase, but there is a change, that is alteration of generation should be given by the plants. Then, as we know that the kingdom plantae, it is due to the presence of green photosynthetic pigment, and that is called as, they are having a chloroplast colored or chroma, that is colored plastids are there, and so there may be a variation, we can go further for that, but they are having a chlorophyll A and B as a main pigment for the photosynthesis. Due to the presence of this chloroplast in them, they are green in color, and due to that they follow the process of photosynthesis, that is production of the food material, which is mainly from the solar energy, which is converted into the chemical energy, and that is the only characteristic feature which is found into the plant and due to the presence of chloroplast. So as a result of this, they are autotrophic in nature. They are the only members which convert the solar energy into the chemical energy, and that is why they are commonly called as primary producers. We know that there are formation of lot of differences found in these plants. There may be a smaller one, there may be a larger one, their size it is variable, their structure it is variable, some are flowering, some are non-flowering, and so that what kind of growth forms are in plants, we will go for it, and that is they may be found into the water called as aquatic, they may be found onto the ground, that is called as terrestrial habitat. Then there may be a variation into its forms, it may be a smaller thalloid. What do you mean by thalloid? That is the thallus structure plant body. What do you mean by thallus? Thallus, it is a structure which do not shows its differentiation, particularly into the root, stem and leaf forms. As we know that Spirogyra, it is having only thallus. But if you go for the mango tree, we can call it as a plant body. And so that is called as thallus. Then herbaceous plant body. Shrubs, vines are there, trees are there. So there are lot of forms or differentiation will be found into the plants. Why are the plants important to us? Without plants, we are nothing. We are totally depends on plant as they are primary producers, and they also provide us oxygen for the production as a main product of production of photosynthesis. They gives us the oxygen, they gives us food. As we know that they are primary producers, they produces their own food, but we are heterotrophic, we are totally dependent on plants for the food or nutrition, and so they provide us each and every food. Then there are fiber like plants such as cotton is there, jute is there, which provides a fiber which is useful by us for the clothing. They gives us shelter, timber, medicine. As we know that lot of phytochemicals, they are having a medicinally importance, and for the preparation of medicine they are the raw material or the chemical constituents which are present into the plant particularly, and so they gives us a medicine. They are ecosystem maintainer because they are autotrophic in nature. Whole heterotrophic organisms, they are dependent on this. They are produces the, due to that they are produces a aesthetic value in our nature, and so we will have to go for the plant production and save them. How are the plant cells structured? As we said earlier, that is, they are eukaryotic in nature, they have membrane bound cell organelles in them, and due to that, they are produces a well developed nucleus in them, chloroplast, which is a photosynthetic entity. Other organelles, that is, small organs present in them, there may be a mitochondria as a powerhouse of cell, vacuoles for the storage of water, ribosomes, then Golgi complex or Golgi bodies, endoplasmic reticulum is there, and thus the total in all variety of organelles grouped together to form a proper functioning of cell. This is having a well developed structure and shape of the plant cell, and due to the presence of cell wall. Today we will stop here. We'll see into the next lecture as the kingdom plantae is subdivided into five divisions, that is Thallophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta, gymnosperms and angiosperm. And among them we are dealing with the division Thallophyta, Bryophyta and Pteridophyta. So thank